A lot of people think you need a big account to make a serious amount of money trading, but actually a small account can be an advantage. You just got to know how to use it. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly that. We'll go over why small accounts have an edge over larger ones, how to spot the stocks worth trading if you have less capital, and the right way to size your position so your account actually grows. And before we get into it, nothing in this video is financial advice. Make sure to do your own research before putting your money into anything. All right, let's get into it. Why small accounts stay small. The first issue is splitting capital across too many positions all at once. When a small account is spread across 5 or 6 different accounts, each individual position is too small to produce any serious gains, even if everything goes right. Small accounts grow by finding 1 or 2 really high quality setups and actually committing capital to them. Also, if you're tracking 6 different positions all at once when you're just starting out, chances are you might miss the right exit time on one of them. Now, diversification matters when you get more experienced, but starting with 1 or 2 setups that you actually deeply understand is a much better way to learn how all of this works. Now, the second issue, which is the one that sets accounts back the hardest, and it's having no defined limit for how much goes into any single trade. Without a set risk amount per trade, it's really easy to size up on a position that you feel good about and put about a third or half of your account on one position. Then, when the trade turns against you, suddenly you're down 30 to 40% on the total balance. And it takes several winning trades just to get back to where you even started. The right stocks for a small account. So the stock you want is lower priced, moving fast, and has some real strong good news catalysts going for it. Pre-market is where these setups show up first. Usually, stocks that start building volume and momentum as early as 4 in the morning usually tend to carry that momentum into regular market hours. That early window is where you catch the setup while it's starting and before it shows up anywhere else. Now, the tool that I use for finding these setups is called Stocks.News, which has a live scanner that pulls directly from NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, and many other major stock exchanges. And it shows you every mover pre-market, during market hours, and after close. All right, so here we're going to be in the Stocks.News app, and we're just going to go over to the scanner here. And right away, you're going to see the gainers and the losers. These are going to be the top gainers and the top losers of every single day. And you can see that we're in the aftermarket hours. It updates until 8 p.m. and then it starts back up in pre-market at 4 a.m. We can see for the day, the top movers here and the top losers, not only by percentage change, but by volume as well. By the way, if you want to start finding these setups for yourself, you can download the Stocks.News app for free using the link in the description. And you can try out all the premium features with the free 7-day trial. Now, let's keep it going. How to grow a small account fast. Not every pre-market mover is worth trading, but the ones that are have real news catalysts behind them. So a press release, an earnings announcement, or a concrete company update that gives the move a reason to continue. That's what separates momentum worth trading from a spike that can reverse just as quickly. If you use something like Stocks.News, it pulls press releases from AccessWire, PR Newswire, and other wire services. And the AI rates all of them from a scale of 2 to 5 stars. So you can quickly find out what news stories are worth reading into and which aren't. Okay, so here we are back in the app. If we scroll down here, we're going to see the news scanner. And here we can see the stories ranked by stars. And this is done by AI, just like I mentioned. We can see 3-star news reports, 2-star. So we're going to click on this news story here for 4 stars. GameSquare achieves first positive adjusted EBITDA quarter in 4th quarter. And we can see here, this is done by AccessWire, a very reliable news source. And a quick skim through the article, and you can see that the AI got it pretty right. This is good news. The second signal worth checking is sentiment, meaning how much conversation is building around a stock and whether it's trending positive or negative. A stock moving pre-market with the scanner showing gains and sentiment spiking on Reddit and X is 2 separate signals pointing in the same direction. If sentiment is flat or starting to go negative while price is moving, that is definitely a reason to look a little more into the news before you put any money in. Stocks.News tracks sentiment on both platforms and sends push notifications to stocks that you put on your watch list. And these notifications get sent out when a stock on your watch list gets a sudden spike in mentions so that you don't have to constantly be looking through your phone all day long. If there's any change in a stock that you're keeping an eye on, you will know right away because of Stocks.News. So I'm going to show you real quick here how to add sentiment tracking to a specific ticker that you want. Let's try a random one here right on the market scanner, PBM. If we go straight to the ticker and we click the bell on the top right, you can see right there, sentiment spike and mention spike. Tick those off, add to alert, and you'll hear that sound. And just like that, all done. Now, if you want to see the stocks that you have alerts set up for, click the top 3 lines here, click my alerts, and you'll see they're all right there. Position sizing and getting ready before the move. The system that actually lets a small amount compound is using a fixed percentage of the total balance as the risk amount per trade, rather rather than a fixed dollar amount. When risk is percentage based, position sizes grow as the account grows. That's what compounding looks like in practice, because each win adds to the base, and the next trade is sized off a slightly larger number, and the stop loss gets set before trade goes in, not after the position starts moving. Setting the stop before you enter basically means that the decision gets made while you're still calm, before things start moving and before the picture gets a little more complicated. The last habit is having your watch list built and your alerts set before the market opens. The scanner inside stocks.news tracks stocks from 4 in the morning, and the setups worth trading are usually pretty clear well before the market open at 9:30. So if you spot something starting to build some momentum pre-market, you can add it to your watch list, check the news catalyst, and set a price or sentiment alert so the app is monitoring it for you while things are moving. So if you want to use these setups to help grow your account, you can download stocks.news for free using the link in the description. You'll get the live scanner for finding pre-market movers, the news and sentiment tools to validate setups, and the simulator to practice sizing before you actually have any real money on the line. You can try all of that with a 7-day free trial. And again, you can start for free by clicking the first link in the description. And if you want to learn why 90% of day traders lose money and what separates the 10% of those who don't, then watch this video next. I'm out.